Yo, what's good my YouTube family? Alex Moore here, back again with another video. Thank you as always for tuning into the channel. Make sure you guys do follow me on Instagram at @realalexmore_. That's the best place for y'all to catch me when I'm not posting on YouTube. One of my subs left me a comment yesterday, man, saying that he feels like he's been taking L's all year. I feel you, bro. I know what it's like to feel like nothing is going your way. Maybe you and your girl got into it. Maybe you just in a toxic environment and can't seem to move out. Maybe you just got people who don't believe in you. Whatever it is, bro, I've been in your shoes. I know exactly what it's like. I know what it's like to be on this journey alone. So I want to just talk to you today and tell you some things that you can do to help overcome those losses and bounce back and really kill these next 6 months, man. I'm talking from experience. I'm somebody who from 2023 to early 2025, bro, was in a big depression myself. I gotten laid off from 2 jobs. Me and my girl was rocky in our relationship, being broken up at times, being together at times. But even when we together, we getting into it all the time, getting into it because my finances ain't straight, getting into it because we long distance. She's pressuring me on when are we going to live together? What does our life look like? It could be hard to really know what your life is going to look like when you're just trying to figure out what your life is going to look like next week, bro. Like, you just trying to see if you got enough bread to make sure the mortgage is paid. I remember, man, when I first decided it was time to really change my life and I decided to get a mentor. I'm going to keep it a stack with you, bro. I couldn't even afford the mentorship. And it wasn't a crazy amount of money. I literally tried to pay for the mentorship and my card declined, bro. Then I tried with another card. That got declined too. And you know how embarrassed I felt? I'm sitting here telling this guy, man, I really want to join, bro. Like, trust me, I want to do it. But my card just ain't working. Like, this is the last money I got, bro. But I had to make that change, bro. And I'm so glad that I did, because my life has just changed and shifted deeply from where I was at just a few months ago. I just wanted to say that just to let you know I feel you. Now, the first thing that you need to do to bounce back from your L's, you have to stop poisoning your mind. You have to stop replaying the failures over and over again. All those L's that you took, all the times that that job didn't hit you back, all the times that girl left you undelivered, all that time that you said you was gonna finally give up porn but yet you relapsed the very next day, all those times that you said you was gonna eat healthy but yet you got hungry so you went to McDonald's anyways. Whatever the case may be, you gotta stop replaying those failures. Stop beating yourself up. What you're doing is you're programming your mind to believe that that's all you're capable of. You're programming your mind to think, okay, this is my reality. I am somebody who does continue to beat off even when I try to stop. I'm somebody who is too scared or too anxious to approach that girl because I got rejected from the last girl. If I got rejected from her, why would this girl want me? If I got rejected from this job, why would this job want me? I only got 5 views on this YouTube video. Why should I keep going on YouTube? Clearly, I'm not a YouTuber. These other people are better than me. That mindset is holding you back. That's a part of your limited beliefs, and that was part of my problem. That's why I couldn't get out of a rut for 16 months, because I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying, but every time I was getting hit with a barrier, getting hit with something not going my way, I'm quick to fail and just like, man, ain't nothing going my way. Man, I'm just unlucky. Man, clearly it's me. Like, is my situation ever gonna change? But I didn't realize that in that moment, I was speaking so negatively that the world was rewarding me for exactly how I was thinking. You have to stop thinking negative. Your thoughts create your circumstances. I really need you to understand that. I'm gonna say it again. Your thoughts create your circumstances. Whatever you've thought up until this point, whatever you've believed up until this point, it's the exact reality you're in. So if your life isn't where you want it to be, it's because you've had these thoughts like you're not able to create that life to begin with, or you're not able to change your situation. For whatever reason, you've given up on that. And you got to stop doing that today. Tell yourself literally from this point forward, I am living in my purpose. I am not letting yesterday's failures dictate today's success. I'm no longer going to be a drifter. I'm no longer going to be like 98% of the men who accept whatever the world throws at them. I'm no longer going to accept just working this job that only pays me $50,000 a year. I'm no longer going to be with this girl who doesn't respect me. I'm no longer going to treat my nutrition like it's optional. I'm going to really lock in. Tell yourself those things every single day, bro. We just got to shift those words that you're saying. Whatever you've thought up until this point, we just gonna reverse it. At first, it's gonna feel weird. At first, you're not gonna feel like there's anything changing in your life. You're gonna feel like the reality is the same. As you continue to do this and you let those days compound on top of each other, day by day by day. I'm just controlling what I can control. I'm just controlling the fact that I can get my nutrition under control. Controlling the fact that I'm not giving into the lust anymore. I'm controlling the fact that I'm taking care of my physique. I'm taking care of myself. Next thing you know, you do get the job that does offer you the salary that you want. That girl who was playing hard to get, you actually ended up falling back and focusing on you. She doubled back and ends up wanting to spend time with you now. So many things can happen just once you shift that mindset. You need to understand you're a master of your fate. Your reality is a reflection of what you've thought up until this point. So you got to stop being a victim. You can't keep letting the world dictate what you do. That was my problem for a long time. I would let the world dictate where I was going. I had years where I made really, really good money. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But then I also had years where I made really, really bad money, where my salary will be cut in half. How does this keep happening? How come one year I can make mad bread and then the next year I'm broke? Like, why does this keep happening repeatedly over and over and over again? It's because I was drifting, bro. It's because I wasn't taking what I wanted. I was settling for the things that I could get. I was taking this job that paid me good bread, but as soon as the job leaves, I lose my identity and I'm like, I don't know who I am anymore. I would go from thinking that I'm this top tier man making all this bread to all of a sudden, once these worldly objects are taken away from me, I feel like a lame. But you gotta understand, bro, it's gotta be in you. You gotta be someone who has that mindset that I don't care if I'm making 100,000 a year or if I'm making 40,000 a year. I'm him regardless. I move like I'm him regardless. I speak like I'm him regardless. I don't let these losses dictate what I can or can't do. I don't let these people making fun of my failures make me quit, because who are these people, bro? These people aren't paying your bills. These people aren't supporting your business. These people aren't going to be there for you more than likely at your funeral. Stop giving in to the world and what these people are saying, bro. You don't want to be nothing like 98% of the world. You need to write down exactly what it is that you want out of this life, step by step. Okay, I want to make $100,000 by May of 2026. What do I need to do to get there? Okay, let's break that down even more. That's a little over $8,000 a month. What can I do to make these $8,000 a month? Maybe you have the 3K coming in from your regular 9 to 5. Okay, what can I do to make sure that outside of my 9 to 5, I can bring in another 5K? Do I need to do Uber and DoorDash on the side? Do I need to start a new e-commerce business? Is it something that I could do on Facebook Marketplace that I can sell to bring in more money? Is it something that I could flip? Do I need to get into stocks, Bitcoin, whatever the case may be? And I'm telling you, bro, if you just have that mindset, like, okay, this is what I'm going to do by this date. I work my 9 to 5, 6 to 9 or 6 to 10 or 6 to 11, whatever the case may be. I'm doing this every single day. There's no way you're going to feel like a loser, bro, because you have too much stuff going on. That's one thing that I tell everybody. If you ever feel like a lame or like just things aren't going right in your life, bro, I promise you, you're probably not doing enough. You probably still have too much free time. If you get rid of that free time, I'm telling you, bro, you're not going to feel like a lame because you actually on your purpose. You're actually working towards something. Third point, you are not special. I'm not special. Everybody on this earth has had to overcome struggle. Everybody on this earth has had things not go their way. Everybody's been fired before. Everybody's had their partner leave. Everybody's had to deal with a tragedy in their family. But who are the people who overcome it? Think about how many times people have to fail before they can succeed. Think about how many times LeBron has lost in the finals, bro. But we still look at LeBron as the GOAT. And if he ain't the GOAT, he's still top 2, top 3. Think about all the years it took Jordan to fail before he was able to get his first ring. Think about the years when Shaq left Kobe, how he had to struggle, bro, being on a trash Lakers team for those few years. LeBron and Kobe are millionaires. They could have chosen and just say, okay, I'm a millionaire. I have my MVPs. Like, I'm good, bro. Like, who cares? If I'm on trash teams, whatever. But these people didn't let those failed seasons stop their career, bro. They came back even harder. What are you doing to bounce back from these L's to come back even harder? I'm gonna tell you right now, that was my problem for a long time, bro. Especially with this YouTube channel. I've had this channel since 2017. I've been making videos for a long, long time, bro. And there's so many times I had started and stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped. And I was just stuck in that hypnotic rhythm. And why did I keep doing that? Because I was focused on the output. I was always focused on the fact that I wasn't getting the results. I wasn't getting the subscribers. I wasn't getting the views that I wanted. I couldn't overcome that failure. I just felt like a loser. There was times where I felt, man, I'm posting these videos. I would tell people on Facebook or tell people on Instagram. Nobody is resharing my content. Nobody is letting me know if I'm doing good or doing bad. It's just crickets. Like, I'm never gonna blow. I want to do YouTube. That's my dream, but it's just not working. That's one of the biggest things that I regret, is not pushing through those hard times, not understanding that everybody started at zero. Mr. Beast started at zero. Kai Cenat was making videos in his dorm room before he started working with AMP. Duke Dennis was in the army before he made it big. Like, everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own L's that they had to take. You're not special, bro. Understand that. Don't use that as an excuse to just give up. Use that as motivation to understand that, bro, if Kai can make it, if Duke can make it, if Mr. Beast can make it, you can make it too, bro. Somebody has been through what you're going through, if not worse. Go on Google and just type in, this is what I'm going through, who else has gone through it. You're going to see hundreds of people who went through it and still ended up successful. And the last thing I want to talk to you about bouncing back from L's is fail more. Fail, fail, fail. Like, you need to fail so much that you're not even fazed by it anymore. All the times you fail is learn lessons, those learned experience. I've had to realize now how grateful and thankful I am for everything I've had to gone through. I'm grateful now for the girl who played me. I'm thankful now for the jobs that laid me off. I'm thankful now for wondering how I was going to keep the mortgage paid. I'm thankful now for being stuck at a 9-to-5, hating my life, hating the fact that I'm in this position and nothing is changing, because that gave me all the motivation to go harder, bro. That gave me all the pain points I really needed to just lock in and say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. There's nothing wrong with taking the L, because that's a lesson. Now I know how to move in so many different ways. I know now that just because the storm is dark right now, just because things ain't going my way, just because the bread ain't in my pocket, the females ain't on me, the subscribers ain't there, the views ain't there, the friends ain't there, whatever the case may be, bro, that just means that it's not there yet. You have to weather the storm. You have to push through. And I'm telling you, if you could just push through and not fold, you're going to get rewarded. I just said that in my last video about having that definiteness of purpose, being able to do something until you die, bro. Like, you literally have to be able to be locked in with whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, that you're going to do this if it takes you 5 years, 20 years, 50 years, whatever the case may be. You're not going to give up, bro. You're going to keep going. I'm making this video for a lot of other men out there who are struggling, just feeling lost, feeling depressed, feeling hopeless. Bro, you got to change your mindset. You got to change how you think. You got to change how you speak. And I'm telling you, if you make these transitions, if you make these shifts, you're not going to feel like a loser no more, bro. And if I can go through this in a 60-day span of feeling like I'm a lame, a year and a half worth of feeling like a lame, to in the past 60 days, I can make that transformation and feel like I'm a winner and feel like I can obtain everything that I want in my life, you can too, bro.